this week's adventure, where we've ended up in Brockport for quite a number of days. So this is our park for the night, just outside the information centre here in Brockport. For $5 we get to park right here. That's the information centre, the free bikes are down here, and that is the beautiful canal tonight. And so yeah, like I said, for $5 we get to park here. We get a key to use our own bathroom, which has a shower in it, toilet in it, and then also there's a laundry with a washing machine and dryer. They do cost money, $2.75 for the washing machine, and I think it's $1 for the dryer as well. There's free Wi-Fi for us as well while we're here, and as I said, the free bikes down there, we've got our own, but you can actually take those bikes out for the day. Generally you need to have them back by about 5 o'clock. The information centre here is just shutting. It is 8 p.m. at night time, and they're open I think every day from 12 o'clock to 8 p.m. And that is actually run by volunteers, and they are just awesome. We had such a friendly lady today help us get everything sorted, gave us information on what to do in town here in Brockport, where to eat, and the movie theatre, the bakery she talked about, and yeah, so it's just really, really good. So we are going to base ourselves here actually for the next 2 nights. We're going to cycle east tomorrow back to Rochester, and then the day after we're going to cycle west to Medina. And this map is actually really, really good because you can actually see everything. So this is the New York State Thruway. So this Hudson River here is actually also another cycle trail that takes you all the way down into New York. And then you can also take this other canal trail upwards, and then our one, which is the Erie Canal Trail. So all 3 of those trails are called the Empire State Trail, and you can pick and choose whatever you want to do. The Canadian border runs sort of, I think, halfway through the lake anyhow. So America, Canada. So Niagara Falls, it's just over here too, to our west, so we are going to take a visit to Niagara Falls. We have been there about 12 years ago, but hey, so close, let's pop in again. And then of course Buffalo, which I'm looking forward to getting down to Buffalo. There is a little walk I want to do down there called the Eternal Flame, so hopefully we'll get down there as well. Just having a coffee, just trying to sort out our day. We are out of food. Old Mother Hubbard went to her cupboard, and she's pretty bare in there. So, well, it's pretty bare when you've only got one beer left. So, it's shopping day today. We need to go shopping later today. So, we thought we'd go for a bit of a cycle this morning. We're going to head east this morning, here from Rockport towards Rochester, isn't it? Yep. Is where we're heading. I think we're actually going to try and push out about is it a 60k or an 80k?
Right in between.
Right in between. So yes, it's going to be a big day, but no food. So Brett is checking out a few menus along the way, a few cafes. What have you found, Brett?
I have found, to incentivise you, Rachel.
Because I need incentivising.
It'll be 2-hour cycle to get there.
Oh, yeah.
And I've found you a breakfast chowder.
Oh, I have been known to have seafood in New Zealand. It's called seafood chowder. Over here, I think we see it more like a clam chowder. But, so I have been known to eat seafood chowder for breakfast.
This is a chowder with a difference.
Yes.
It is a chowder consisting of bacon, eggs, potatoes, onions, secret spices, maple, and cheddar cheese. Served with oyster crackers.
Oh, okie dokie. And what are you going to have?
I think I'm having the lift bridge, which is a breakfast sandwich with fluffy scrambled eggs, choice of meat, cheese, and toasted bread panini pressed to perfection, apparently.
Oh, that sounds bloody magic too. Yeah. Finish our coffee, and I am very excited to go try my chowder. So this is what we love about coming over here, and why we wear our New Zealand shirts when we're cycling. Straight away we get people come up and go, "Are you really from New Zealand? What are you doing here?" And then for the next 10-15 minutes, sometimes half an hour, they ride along with us and chat away. It's fantastic. So we get local knowledge and different places to go here in the US that they think is worthwhile for us, and they generally ask us what's worthwhile about going to New Zealand. So awesome. It's what we love. So we're just here in Spencerport. We're with the guy that started chatting to us. This is his mate's house. So we're just taking a little bit of break here in Spencerport before we continue on. It's been a fantastic ride. It's been between a paved trail and also like a fine metal dust trail, but we're zipping along quite easily at about 22-23 k's an hour, chatting away and nothing hard. So yeah, covering ground pretty quickly. So it is not lost on us how lucky we are to be able to do what we do, live out of a van for pretty much 8 months of the year last year and 8 months of the year this year here in the USA. We absolutely love it. One decision we made 5 years ago just changed the whole direction of our lives. And that one decision was back in 2020 when Brett and I took on a 3-month contract in Missouri. We loved it. We got another contract in Oregon later that year for about 8 weeks. Came home to New Zealand and then decided that we loved it so much we'll keep on working for the company. So 2020, 2021 and 2022 we came back here and did short contracts between Missouri and Oregon, and then came 2023 we decided that maybe it was time to buy a van, come to the USA and explore and have a bit of an adventure. On your left. So the Grand Erie Canal, also known as Clinton's Ditch, was opened to Brockport in 1823 and formally opened from Buffalo to Albany on October the 26th, 1825. So this was 4 foot deep, 40 foot wide canal, but then it was enlarged here in the early 1860s to 7 feet deep and 70 foot wide. Both these canals went through downtown Rochester, which is where we're heading today, but by the late 1800s were causing problems with the bustling traffic downtown. So hence they come on in and decided to do a 12 foot deep and 120 foot wide bypass of the cities. Rochester had a hard time deciding where the new route should be, so this Grease Junction lock, where we're standing right now, was the last section statewide of the Erie Barge Canal to open in 1918. So this is it here, the junction.
We made the town of Rochester. Just cycling along the canal, I've found a cafe I'm going to take Rach to. But yeah, pretty down here. Very pretty, Rach.
Yes.
Part of our cycle trail was a little bit rough and ready. We took an alternate route, but I think we might follow Google Maps the way home, so there might be a little bit of road before we get back onto the Empire State Trail. But pretty town, very pretty.
coffees are my favourite here in America. Starbucks definitely does do them, but most cafes do them now. This is a nitro. Think of a Guinness poured out of a tap, but coffee. Beautiful. So good, eh? It's a dog's life. He is happy as a clam down there. So we've just stopped here at Cornhill, which is just on the outskirts of Rochester, and for our coffee stop and a little bit of a nibble. Yum! So this is a burrito, did you say? A burrito with sausage, potato, egg, cheese. Looks damn divine. So we cycled on from the Erie Canal junction into Rochester. You would have seen the little coffee we had and our little bit of a bite to eat. We're just back here now at the junction. Tip of the day, if you are going to cycle from Brockport, I would actually recommend, and this is just my recommendation, cycle from Brockport here to the junction in Greece, turn around and go back. The reason I say that is just because the trail from here on out isn't very user friendly on the backside. Lots of tree roots across the pathways, quite a few road crossings, and just really not much to entice you to go much further. That is just my opinion, but that's my tip of the day. So we're here in Spencerport, another beautiful little town, and the great thing here is if you rock on up with your boat and you tie up here at any of these pedestals along the line here, you've got your power, your water right next to you, and the beauty is you are right in town. So you've got your restaurants, your bars, your cafes, your bakeries, and yeah, it's a great spot. Perfect timing. The bridge is lifting. How cool is it? And here's the boat that's coming. Yes, this is our neighbours, John's neighbours last night in Brockport. So they've had a later start and they're just coming through to Rochester, I would imagine, today. Once the bows stop, you can actually walk over that bridge. See, these guys are walking over the bridge now. So yeah, you can still walk over the bridge as long as the bows aren't going. And down the other side. So we're back at John. Brett's just locking the bikes away. And we're back here at Brockport. What a gorgeous spot. Other canal boats haven't come in for the evening, of course. It's probably, I don't know what the time is, about 2:30 here now. So we're back from 70 kilometres into Rochester and back here. And now we're going to shower up in the showers that are provided by the Welcome Centre and do some laundry and then, yeah, go do some grocery shopping. Well, hello there.
Hello.
How you?
To the shower.
How you doing?
I'm going to shower.
Fair enough. Wow, that was amazing. Yeah, to have the free showers here in Brockport is just sensational. Being van lifers for 8 months of the year here in the USA, this would be the first time we've ever come across $5 to be able to stay the night, which is very, very secure. There's cameras everywhere. Get the free Wi-Fi, like I've said. Get the laundry, which we do pay for, but it's cheap, and just have a laundry available to us. And then, of course, the showers is just amazing. So, yeah, Brockport has got it going on. Ta-da! Fridge is full again of beer and food. Beautiful. Good evening. It's a little bit windy, as you can see, but we are back here, parked up John for the night, and yeah, come down to the canal to have a few pre-dinner drinks. And the lift bridge has just lifted up. This boat here has just come on in. He may be going through further, or he may stop and yeah, dock up for the night. We're about to find out anyhow. But this boat here behind me, second we'll be able to see it. This one right here is the one that I actually looked at last year for us to hire with some friends. It's on the hit list to do, it just isn't happening this year. Hey? I got me on video. I don't know if you can hear what Brett just said, but we've just left, where we left? I can't remember now. Oh, Pittsford. We've just left Pittsford and we're going to head through to Paimara. It's about going to be another 70k day return, and Brett just said
This will be my favourite track already, and we've only been going 50 metres.
it is
just spectacular.
And it is just gorgeous. I think too it's a weekend, it's a Saturday, so already there's a kayaker we've passed who's like a fishing kayaker, there's another little guy in a rowboat, there's been a couple canal boats and heaps of people out and about, and it's an absolutely gorgeous day. Just left Pittsford. We're only probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes into our cycle. There goes Speedy Gonzalez down there. He's just doing circles while I have a look at this. But yeah, I quite liked this particular little bit of information. So this actual Erie Canal part here was completed in 1822. It's 1 mile long, 70 feet high. And this is what I liked though, what I just read. That, yeah, these are the pictures, I don't know if you're going to quite be able to see it, of when the embankment collapsed in 1912. That's pretty freaky. We are in the town of Perrington, which is pretty much just on the edge of Fairport. We have heard that Fairport has got like a fair going on this weekend, so we are starting to notice there are lots of people out and about. Fair in town makes it a little bit more difficult to lift the bridge, so today there's a lot more helpers making sure everyone is off the bridge before it starts to lift up. Raising the bridge. So this is a whole entire weekend here called Canal Days in Fairport, and this is pretty much everything that goes on at the different parks around Fairport. Probably one of the biggest I've ever been to. Brett's found something he likes. What have you found?
Fairport Brewing, I think that's where we're heading.
I think that's probably where we're going to head shortly. Our 70k bike ride has just turned into, 10 kilometres to here. So I'm thinking our 70k day is going to turn into 10 kilometres to Fairport, and then staying here for quite a few hours, and then a safe, easy ride back home, another 10k's.
Any drinks or desserts to go with it today?
Fairport's fair today, or it's called Canal Week, Canal Days, and it's over the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. It would have to rate as the best fair, market, farmers market, craft market, anything you can imagine I have ever seen anywhere in the world. It was brilliant. So they've got about 5 different stages throughout the town that has about 57 performers over the weekend. They've got so much going on. They've actually got a kids zone, so just especially for the kids, with bouncy castles and face painting and all that kind of stuff for children. There's competitions. There's the duck race tomorrow Sunday, going down the canal, buy your duck number and see if you win. There's also street chalk designing, and that's a competition as well. There is so much going on. There are so many people here and so much fantastic food. We happened to come across these cinnamon whiskey pecans and Nat's nuts. They are beautiful, and so we sampled our way around the markets with food, drink, and now we're hopping back on our bikes.
Exactly.
This isn't something you see every day, coming down the canal. That's a wrap from Brett and I. We have loved our time here at Brockport. It has been a fantastic base for us to have John staying there. We ended up staying for 4 nights, and that just gave us a great amount of time to do all the cycles that we wanted to do in the close proximity to Brockport. So come on back next week and see what other adventures we get up to. Until then, see you later.